the pace with control of this race. Here comes a run from Davey Hazard. He blocks the 10. Not going to be enough. Ryan Pace is going to win at Talladega.
Trying to hold off Wilson. He's done a good job so far. Wilson, one last desperate attempt to the bottom. He won't get there. Nick Curry wins at Bristol.
Coming out turn number 2, coming down the back straightaway here. Looks like he's in a class of his own right now.
Merzlak, one final time, get around the 55, big time send.
He hits the wall, he hits it, he gets the lead, but can he hang on to it? Oh my goodness, he made it to the line!
Nick pushed down the backstretch, is going to give him a good run through the corners.
A little bit
Follow from the 1.
A little bit of contact there for second, but coming to the line, Toby Roberson's going to take home the checkered flag and victory here from the new Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Before I wrap things up here in this segment, your thoughts on the type of race we're going to see tonight? And I would have to agree.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to tonight's feature presentation of the HVRL Maverick Cup Series live from Road America. We are so glad to join us here tonight on a picturesque evening here in the heart of Wisconsin. Hello and welcome, folks. My name is Joe Twansky. Joining me up here in the booth tonight, my longtime broadcast colleague, the one and only Mr. Ricky Collette. Ricky, welcome back to Cheese Country, buddy.
Joe, it's great to be back here within Cheese Country tonight. Going to be racing from Road America, back with the Maverick Cup Series. Should be a fun one here tonight. We got your regulars, we got your irregulars, we got your road ringers, we got your everyone here tonight, Joe. Should be a fun old time for all involved. And I didn't just burp in my mouth.
31 laps here tonight, and that's just that cheese curd coming back up. But Ricky, 31 laps here tonight. This is a long 4-mile racetrack. It's going to be an endurance race for a lot of these drivers.
It is. We've seen a few other road course races this season with the Maverick Cup Series. Definitely long, grueling races for these guys. A lot of things that can go wrong. A lot of things that you need to do right. A lot of strategy you need to have mapped out in your head. And these guys got to juggle all of those things tonight. But right now, Joe, looks like they're in qualifying.
Drivers being called to their cars here in qualifying. Someone doesn't have a number registered. I'm quite confused on how that could be. I'm not seeing anyone who is fourth in practice. You see that?
No, I see all the numbers.
Who was fourth in practice?
The 305. Oh, that's the 305 of Williamson.
Why
who's
don't
now
I...
in here as a 60.
Okay.
That's probably why.
Okay. All right. Cool. So Dalton Williamson filling in for Perry Bone in the number 60. Victor Nunez making his debut in the 26. Other silly season news: Jason Dady not expected to be racing in 2024, and AutoNation joining Xavier Brown Racing starting next week from Pocono. So a lot of silly season here in our month off. But Ricky, this of course our AutoSim 2 race preview. Remember, AutoSim 2 is now available on Steam for $9.99. Let's go ahead and get a word real quick with our friends at AutoSim 2. Have you ever wanted to manage your own racing team? Or what if you could go back in time to see if a particular season could have finished differently? Well, folks, have no fear, because AutoSim 2 is here. With fully customizable roster files, you can create your own world or try to recreate the past. Heck, you could even try to predict the future through AutoSim 2's Sim Mode. Don't like the passive approach? Well, then get more hands-on in Owner Mode, where you decide who drives your cars and what companies will sponsor them. Down on your luck? Well, then scout some new talent that will get you to the top. Already super successful? Try moving up the ladder or expanding to truly solidify your racing empire. However you want to play, AutoSim 2 has you covered and is now available for purchase through the Steam store for $9.99. Now go make your mark and build your legacy in AutoSim 2. And again, folks, AutoSim 2 is now available on Steam for $9.99. You can go check it out. It's the hottest motorsports management game on the web. Again, that's AutoSim 2. It's now available on Steam for $9.99. We're going to go for those 31 laps here from Road America. A very tricky, a long racetrack. Got long uphill here on the front straightaway. You see it down there. We go to our pit entry cam. See a long shot down into turn number 1. Saw some scary incidents here over the weekend. The NASCAR Xfinity Series was at the recently repaved Road America. This track, I believe, based off a 2013 version of the Speedway. Road America underwent a repave this past offseason. Saw Chandler Smith with a very scary incident down into turn 1 this past weekend when the Xfinity Series was here at Road America. So, going to be on the lookout to make sure no one replicates what Chandler did. Of course, Sam Mayer getting his first career victory in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Can someone rise up and get their first Maverick Cup Series victory here tonight from Road America? That's what we're going to be looking out for. Allie in chat, even more insane silly season news. Did someone say the return of Allie tuned into Daytona in 24 and find out? And then Tristan with, you stole my idea. I was about to announce my entry for next season's Daytona race. So already entries rolling in for Daytona to start the 2024 Maverick Cup Series season, Ricky. But we still have numerous races left here before the end of the year.
That is right, Joe. A lot of things going on in silly season, but a lot of season left to go here at Maverick. So a lot of these guys having to focus on that championship, on those points, kind of put all that silly season stuff out of their mind for now, and just focus on the cheddar.
On the cheddar.
Yeah, Wisconsin cheese joke.
It was a cheesy joke.
It was a cheesy joke.
Why would you make that noise? That was such a weird noise to make.
What, you or me?
Both of us. Alright, Benjamin. We got that replaced for you. Okay. I already seen glimpses of the 2024 schedule as well.
Drivers, to your cars.
Drivers still out there qualifying. You'll see some of those results start to trickle across the top of your screens at home.
About 2 minutes left here in qualifying, Joe.
Leave A. ETUs right now setting the fastest time here in qualifying, 2 minutes 8 seconds. Seth Cole rounding out your top 5 right now. It's pretty widespread too here, Ricky, as far as lap times.
Yeah, pretty widespread, which sounds about right for road courses. What are you looking for here tonight, Joe, out of these guys?
Oh, Ricky, I think I'm looking to see who's gonna take a stranglehold on this championship. That's really the big thing. I mean, Ryan's asking how you're doing.
I'm doing good.
Chat. So.
Hope you're doing well too, Ryan. I haven't talked to him in a while.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you avoiding him?
Oh, just haven't talked to him in a while. I'm busy. So busy this year.
Oh, you're busy.
Yeah.
With
busy
what?
as beaver.
What are you busy with?
Would you like to know?
I would. That's why I'm asking.
Just things and stuff and stuff and things. Assorted things.
Assorted
Work.
things.
You
Assorted.
know, making moves.
Oh, you're making moves.
Making moves. Climbing the ladder.
Are you working on your night moves?
Yeah.
Okay.
You Michigander slang.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Did you just eat another cheese curd?
Yeah, I definitely didn't just have a ton of claws going directly into my leg. That wasn't what happened.
There aren't supposed to be cats in the booth, Ricky.
No. It's our production coordinator.
Oh.
She's a cat.
Oh. I didn't realize Bristol was so inclusive. Hirings. Good for him.
She jumped on my legs and then accidentally shuffled her back legs off of my leg because she's dumb.
Oh, okay. It's not
And
very
then
nice.
used her claws to try to grab on and just sort of slid down my leg while digging in. So that was a good time. I definitely feel alive.
Okay, that's good. You want to take us through tonight's starting lineup?
Nah, I think I'm good.
Okay.
I got 10 minutes. I'll do it very slowly. Tonight,
We have 10 minutes.
there are... Now, bear with me here, Joe. 17 cars.
Wow.
Not 16, not 15, but 17 cars. And I miscounted that because one of these is a copy of 305. So actually, 16 cars.
So
I was wrong.
So
It is
actually
16
16
cars. Not 15,
cars.
not 14, but 16.
Not 17.
Not 7.
Okay.
And sitting on pole out of time of 2 minutes and 8.991 seconds is the 82 car of Keith Hughes. Joining him on the front row is going to be the 60 car of Dalton Williamson, who is, like you said, driving that 60 car today. One of the unique faces here tonight compared to the normal lineup of Maverick guys. Spot number 3 is going to go to Tom Musa in the 04. I got to speed up, though, because otherwise I'm going to, my compulsiveness is going to, freak me out here. Tom Musa, for going too slow, is Tom Musa's in that 3rd spot in the 04 car. 4th spot goes to the 23 car, going to be piloted by Roger Nebelsack tonight. And rounding out the top 5 is going to be Zachary Hall in the 32 machine. Spot number 6 goes to car number 26. That's going to be driven by Victor Nunez this evening. Is that how you pronounce it, Joe? Is it Nunez or Nunez?
Good question. I'm gonna say Nunez, but I could be wrong.
All right. Well, we'll say one or the other, and then hopefully one of them's right. Xavier Brown in the 30 car will be starting for the 7th spot. In 8th spot is going to be the 51 car of Jason Jason Dady. And rounding out the top 9, because I accidentally stopped one number short, but the last car taking time in qualifying is going to be car number 27, going to be driven this evening by Mark Snyder. Rest of the field going to be picked on a random draw, as they didn't take time to qualifying. Spot number 10 is going to go to Mr. Huang Do in the 06 car. Always good on these road courses where he shows up.
I would say our favorite tonight.
Bishop in the 42 car will be starting for the 12th spot. 13th spot goes to the 7 car of James Sykes. 14th goes to the 35 car of Mike Carroll. 15th goes to the 77 machine of Seth Cole. Did I miscount that? 10, 11, 12. 10, 11, 12. 13 is Mike Carroll. 14th is Seth Cole. 15th is going to be 75 car of Sean Dotson. And rounding out the field in spot number 16 is going to be the 22 car of Benjamin Snyder. And that's going to be your starting lineup for tonight's race here at Watkins Road, America Glen in sunny Wisconsin, New York.
Eucharist.
Amen.
Harry in chat cheering on his substitute driver after Dalton getting that front row start here tonight. Hope all is well with the normal driver of the number 60.
$37 to 42 spinning here.
Oh. Wawa.
Wow, 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 wow.
Waka, 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 waka.
Waka, 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 waka.
That's Pac-Man.
No.
Pac-Man.
Joe, you ever been to Wawa?
No, I have not.
Very good.
Get like a hoagie or something?
I've never gotten a sandwich from Wawa, but they're pretty good, like, gas station, convenience store, wherever they are. Our Pennsylvania viewers are going to get very mad at me if I,
Disparage Wawa.
No, if I say if I describe it in the wrong manner.
What about Sheets?
I think it tastes like Sheets.
Oh.
I didn't say anything bad. It was a pun.
Were you like, as the 42 is dying, RJ, oh no. That's cold now into the concrete barrier as well. As the Coke. Oh man. They're just trying to hit each other right now. Oh no. Shenanigans are afoot. Sean Dotson back in the 75 tonight. Jack Daniels Chevy. I'm just kind of waiting for this one to get underway. How long do we have left here in Happy Hour, Ricky?
About 3 minutes, Jeff.
Like a YouTube ad break is incoming here tonight, so stick around through that one for more coverage. And you know, we're vibing out here in Happy Hour. Ask us questions in chat. We'd love to answer some questions tonight. Ricky and I can only have so many conversations without him cursing, apparently, so
Oh.
appreciate any help you could give us. Because I shouldn't ask you about Dodges from the early 90s, is what I've learned.
I mean,
I've learned that is a hot button topic with you.
don't ask me about Dodge Shadows.
Yeah. What about Chevy Caprices?
What a heap of quality American engineering.
Of course you'd say that.
How do you feel about Dodge Intrepid?
I don't mind it.
Yo, how do you feel about a wood grain PT Cruiser with a tire carrier like it's a 30s hot rod?
That's the dream.
I actually think I saw one of those for sale.
A Woody.
Yeah.
We actually had, I think we did. I can't remember it now, so this is kind of scaring me, but we had a town and country, like a late 90s town and country. And I'm pretty sure it was like, it had the wood panel on the side.
Yeah, they did.
No, I'm pretty sure ours did. I can't remember, though, for sure. I'd have to...
Yeah, but they had them up until...
Yeah. No, I know they had them.
Really, I think like the turn of the millennium, they kind of stopped doing it. But like in the mid-90s, like that
Yeah.
bubble minivan style, whatever generation that was, the third one. I think early on you could still get wood grain on it.
Mm-hmm. No, I would say we had one, as we're gonna have a full pace lap here.
What are you, some kind of rich boy?
No, my dad just really likes Chrysler cars,
With wood grain.
apparently. Cars getting lined up as we wait to command engines fired here from Road America for a full pace lap.
Chat Alley, yes, I actually did know that, the Dodge RT. Because the Intrepid was... I can't remember if the Intrepid was... called a fire engines. But, I don't know if the Intrepid was actually sold in 04. It might have been. But the idea was that they were discontinuing it, so I think they just didn't want to promote it. because you know the whole idea was that they were replacing it with the Charger, but they also didn't say anything about the Charger until like the year before.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they couldn't say that they were replacing the Intrepid with the Charger.
Then look how long the Charger lasts.
Yeah.
Last call this year.
Even in 2005, that didn't make a whole lot of sense to make a rear-wheel drive like sedan, but surprise, surprise, they kind of just worked. It worked for 15 years.
And Keith Hughes on pole here tonight in the 82. Jason Dady is having issues. That was scary. Williamson there in second. This is a long little lap around this track, huh? What do you say, Ricky?
I say that these cars look a little too low out there, Joe.
Oh, you think they're cheating?
I think they're cheating, yeah.
Wow.
Who puts a Honda in NASCAR? Who should call someone about that?
Honda and Toyota leading us to green with two Fords, a Mustang and a Fusion behind them. Two more Toyotas. You know, where's the Dodge in this field? That's my question. We got Kias out here too. Oh, there's the Dodge. Mike Carroll's in a Dodge. That's the correct choice. Creamfield Beavers, Dodge Dart. That's amazing. Folks, click the like button. Please, oh please. It does so much to help support us here on JTN. Got 13 people currently tuned in. Only 5 likes. What's up with that?
What's up with that?
Hit the like button if you haven't already. Again, it does a lot to help support us here on JTN. We can't thank you enough, as always, for doing so. Or you can also follow us on all of our social media at JoeTowNetwork on your favorite platforms, including Twitter, X, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitch. Maybe we're on Tumblr. Are we on Tumblr yet, Ricky?
JT Umbler.
Tumblr Network.
JoeTowNetwork.net.gov.jtn.
Dude, what if we got a .gov?
UPS.
Can we get a .gov?
JTN.gov. Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, cool.
I'll figure out. We'll make it work. We'll make it work, Joe.
Okay.
We'll make it work.
We'll become a government agency. As Keith Hughes will lead him up the hill to the green flag again. Elton Williamson there to the inside of turn number 1. Tom Musa, Roger Nebelsack, Zachary Hall, your top 5 here as we get ready for 31 laps from Road America. Field makes their way up the hill. Flagman with green in hand. And we're racing from Road America. A good start from the 82, now clear of the 60. 1-2 single file here. Nunez in the 26, able to get through for third through the first set of quarters. Tom Musa already down 3 spots. 26 now looking for second into turn number 3. To the inside of the 60 Mountain Dew pitch black Toyota Williamson. Nunez up into the second spot now in the 26.
Everyone adjusting to those grips out there. I saw everyone hanging out that rear end off of turn 2 as these guys come down the long straightaway here for this sharp left-hander. Get to use deep in the braking 60. Almost got to the back of him of Williamson. Williamson misses a turn, goes through the sand trap. This is going to hurt him.
Gonna lose a lot of spots here trying to get back going. Be
Oh, he's
careful.
like stuck in there too. You can hear him like tacking it and trying to pop the clutch to get it to roll.
And he is retired.
I don't know. Wonder if he tore out the transmission, Joe.
Top 3 now, Keith Hughes in the 82. Victor Nunez in the 26. And the 32 is Zachary Hall. They're 1, 2, 3 out here on the speedway. Roger Neville second, Tom Musa right now rounding out your top 5. But here comes Huang Do through the carousel. Big run from this 06 car, the dominant driver down in Mexico earlier this season. Into Canada corner we go. 06 looking for 5th. Swings the car back outside as Musa's out in the
Musa
dirt.
goes off into the sand trap, Joe. Oh, we got the 32 of Zachary Hall into the tire barrier.
And we're side by side battling for the lead. Keith Hughes trying to hold on to it here on the first lap. This track is super long. A lot of passing opportunities. Keith Hughes,
Joe,
though, will lead the first lap.
Big development here. Zach Hall got into these tire barriers. That car's destroyed.
Sean Dotson's now around.
Hall coming down pit road. Joe, we've seen it before. This version of Road America. I don't know if you remember some fast races in the past year, but we've done races where people have caught that tire barrier and you hit it, and it's basically like an insta-kill, like just permanently hits. It's very bizarre. It's like set up as like a wood impact or something like that, but it basically grabs the car and smashes in all the sides.
You see the replay there, and that's exactly what that car looks like. Jason Dady also got out into the dirt. Also see a replay here, what happens with Sean Dotson in the 75 through corner number 13. Looks like gonna get it run into by the 77 of Seth Cole. Back out in front, though, it's Keith Hughes, Huang Do, Roger Nebelsack, RJ Bishop. But Nunez, your new race leader in the 26. As we head through the carousel.
Victor Nunez making a big statement here right now in this 26 car. Grabbing that lead from Keith Hughes, kind of just running off with it for the moment. Huang Do already up to that 3rd spot, though. Keith's been doing a good job of that rear end. Oh, he missed the turn a little bit, and Huang just took full advantage of that. But tight moment there between the 82 and the 06. Right behind him, Nebelsack had the same problem. Missed that little kink in the turn there. '6 of Nunez and the 06 of Huang Do racing each other very close here. Nunez actually kind of doing a little bit of a evasive maneuver here, Joe. Left and right, trying to break the draft on Huang Do, make sure that the 06 isn't drafting him all the way down this front stretch. Oh, Huang Do dives it in deep into that turn.
He made it look easy, huh?
Oh, don't speak too soon on that. He went up into the dirt a little bit. He's got to be careful about overdriving that car if he oversteps it and goes back off into the grass.
Well, you're part-time in a series, Ricky. I mean, you're just playing with house money whenever you come out and make a start, right?
Yeah, you definitely don't really care. We'll see if Nunez comes back here. He's looking to the inside. He's looking to the inside, trying to get into that braking zone. Try to see if he can get an edge on Huang Do. Can't get it there. The 06 hangs tough ahead of him, though. The 26 and the 06 now flip-flop positions. Huang Do, they're starting midfield without taking a time in qualifying, now leading the race here.
Just shows you how big this racetrack is. Go through the field. Everyone kind of stabilized here. How many cars are out of this race, Ricky?
3 cars right now, Joe. The 51 machine of Jason Dady. This 60 car of Dalton Williamson, and unfortunately the 32 of Zachary Hall out after not even a lap, hitting that tire barrier. Very unfortunate. We'll have to keep an eye out on that tire barrier tonight because that is definitely like insta-kill central. Oh, the 22 Ben Snyder's around in the gravel trap here.
And Mark Snyder also around in a gravel trap. Don't know if it's the same one. Hard to tell. Let's get a replay.
Oh, Joe, looks like 22 missed a turn, went into the tire barrier. 27 came up right behind him, missed the turn as well, and went right back into the tire barrier with him.
Like son, like father.
Car's rolling. I think they're back up and rolling.
You didn't like my joke, did you?
No. I'm just trying to keep track of what's going on. Huang Do in the 26, and Nunez racing for position here, Joe, going into turn number 2.
Nunez takes back the top spot.
Look at Nunez making that move on Huang Do. He's making sure that 06 is getting a fight here today.
Keith Hughes just lurking back there in third right now, side by side here. Down the straightaway heading into turn number 5.
Huang Do hangs onto it. We'll see if Nunez tries to do it here. Can't make that move just yet. That 26, though, is definitely fast. Huang Do made the pass there, made a very aggressive move in that first turn with the braking points. A fantastic job with it. But Nunez right now making a mission statement that he knows his way around Road America here. And that he can put up some fast laps. Sticking right with our leader, the 06 car. Keith Hughes right behind him, running a couple tenths off of their lap time, but in that 209 range. So doing a great job of keeping with these guys.
Nunez looking for the lead again in the 26.
He just makes a pass on the straightaway, Joe.
These two out in front, they got rocket ships underneath them tonight.
They've got that hooked up, and I think it's going to make for a fun race for us tonight. You guys vying for position out there.
Have you ever read a Maxim magazine?
Is that like a fashion magazine?
Probably, so I guess...
Look, I do like feeling pretty.
Okay.
What, you said that with a little bit of judgment. Got my eye on you, Joe. Huang Do really is... Oh, the 26 bobbles just a little bit there. Gets a little loose off the exit of 1. Huang Do gets to the inside for a sec. Can't keep it there. That 26 is also lagging a little bit, blinking around. I'm sure Huang Do is that definitely doesn't settle your mind, Joe, when you're coming up right on someone and they start blinking in and out of reality, but looks like 26 has settled down. The 06 car is just so good specifically on that turn 1 entry. I think the 26 is about even with them on braking anywhere else around the track.
Mm-hmm.
But I think what really gets the 06 here is that Do has something right now for that turn 1, the braking points of turn 1 there that the 26 doesn't have figured out. Huang Do to the inside of him again, take this left-hander right before the
Carousel.
Johnsonville Bridge. 75 car of Sean Dotson is round in the inside wall. Nunez back to the inside, go through the carousel.
And just
Nunez
drives
make the
by
pass
him.
again on Huang Do, and Huang Do's going to come back at him on the inside on the exit of the turn. Probably going to have to run off here coming down the straightaway.
This battle for the lead is intense right now. This is some of the best
Huang Do
racing.
turn just a little bit.
Keith Hughes now going to look for second, capitalizing on the mistake here into Canada corner. Do, though, a little more aggressive on the braking, able to hold on to the the second spot. Excuse me.
Now, Joe, Keith Hughes ran a 2:09.273 last time by. That was his best lap of the race so far. Only 5 laps in, but 5 of 31. So, these laps take a long time. But That was faster than either of our two leaders have run so far. The 75's around right for the leaders here as he backs up, gets out of the way. Here they come on by.
That wasn't
John Dotson's
scary.
back rolling straight. I think we're all right.
Oh, no. Oh, he's trying to get to pit lane.
Oh, there he goes. He's good. He's good.
He almost took out Roger.
Long Joe gonna dive in deep in turn 1 here again. Gets right on that back bumper of Nunez. I think the later they get in this run, I think the more he's gonna start leaning on him on that.
Gonna have to.
He gotta. But the top 3 right now, Joe, are running nearly identical lap times. And I think Keith Hughes just needs these guys to keep kind of messing with each other like they have been to get that little bit of an advantage for a lap or two just to kind of track them down. Joe's been doing something interesting here. He gets the inside of the choice and again. He's going to dive it down. It almost seems like he's arcing it to the outside a little bit, Joe. I don't know if you noticed that. On his entry. Like he's trying to take as he makes this pass on Nunez here, it almost seems like he was trying to intentionally not take the line that 26 was doing to see if he could get a better run off the turn.
Coming
up on the 27 car of Mark Snyder through the carousel. Snyder staying out of the way of everyone.
The 27 car is destroyed, but good job by Mark there getting out of the leader's way.
Just logging points for those sponsors there.
Landlord Leasing 27 Kia. Again, Doe washes a little bit there on exit of the carousel.
Just 6 of 31 laps of tonight's race. Wong Do and Victor Nunez had an absolute cover on it so far. It's about, I guess, a fifth of the way, more or less. 42, RJ Bishop just lit up the rear tires coming off the last turn. Long Do still hanging on to this lead there. Had a fast lap last time by 209.459. Both of second and third place only ran a 210 there. But RJ Bishop ran a 209.628. So Bishop actually running just about even with Wong Do. I think this might be a 4-car fight here, Joe. These guys running very similar lap times.
Very similar.
Very similar. And we'll see if Dell can hang on here, though, because my only concern, Joe, is that 06 car was definitely, and you see as he lights up the tires a little bit there, he was really throwing it in deep into turn 1. He's really been doing a great job of throwing it in deep and getting that, as Nunez wiggles behind him, getting a good entry point. But the problem is that you got to make sure you're managing your tires here, because this is a long time to get around this place. As a 4-2 RJ Bishop goes on by Keith Hughes. Keith Hughes has blown a tire, Joe.
Oh, no.
This is what I was talking about.
Has he blown a tire?
Has he blown a tire?
Oh,
You see
yeah,
that
he
right
has.
front dipping in the ground? Yeah, he's blown a tire.
I would not be going this fast. This
And
is why
that's
the
what I'm
fans
getting at.
love
These tires
Keith
are gonna wear
Hughes.
quick. He's doing a pretty good job for only having 3
Oh,
tires.
he's in the sand.
Got it,
Keep going, keep going. Go.
I can't make it.
He got it.
Oh, he did it. There he
He
goes.
did
Look at
it.
him. He made it.
He did it.
There he goes. He's going to have to limp it back to pit road here, but that's exactly what I was about to make my point to, Joe. So I guess thank you, Keith Hughes and the 82 team, for helping me illustrate that. Very unfortunate for Keith here. He's going to have to come down and get that tire, but it's really easy to flat spot, blow out, burn out those tires here. You got to be very careful with them. And if you're driving it too hard, you're going to really let him up. Hasn't really deterred Huang Do because he ran a 2:08.098 last time by, the fastest lap of the race.
He has a 5-second lead right now. A lap ago, we were talking about the close battle for the top spot. Now he has a 5-second lead. This is insane.
You know, I'm wondering if he just needs to get out there up front and just kind of get that freedom to run his own laps. This is interesting, Joe, because I'm trying to look back on this right now. Looking back on the feed here at Keith Hughes and his entire performance this race so far. Keith hasn't spun out, as far as I can tell. He didn't light up the tires at any point. So I'd have to think that at some point these guys are going to need tires.
I think that's a safe assumption that the cars that are racing will need to pit for tires at some point. Ricky.
I think it's a safe assumption, but my point is that what they're out doing right now, those tires might be mustered. As RJ Bishop's going around Victor Nunez on the outside, going down the straightaway here. RJ Bishop's been having some good laps here.
Indeed,
that 42
he has.
car has been fast.
Are starting to come to him here at the end of the run. 26 starting to fall off a little bit. Probably want to get through about lap 10 here before you make your pit stops. That way you can only do it. You only have to do 2 stops. James Sykes has been on the pit lane for a while now in the 7.
Huang Do just putting up 208s after 208s after 208s.
After 208 after 208.
Yeah, still running 208s.
Wow.
.26 back to the inside of the 42, trying to make that run. Bishop doing a good job of holding him off, though.
Are in the dirt. 77 Seth Cole. We have lost quite a few drivers tonight so far.
It has been a race of attrition so far. Well, only 9 to 31 laps. It's about to be coming around this time for effectively a third of the race.
Oh, and
Huang
Huang
Do
Do
coming down pit road here on lap 10, just like you were saying, Joe.
Yeah, well, this kind of... I don't know. I would want to try to go one more. But it's not looking like that's going to be possible.
RJ Bishop coming down, too.
But Nunez in the 26. Watch Roger Nebelsack here in the 23. He was 4th out there on
Even
track.
on this 06 here, too, Joe, because he was doing like 65 when he hit those cones.
Well, that would be a disaster.
Hell, see if we see anything from the Huang Do camp. But he definitely tried to take that aggressive Xavier Brown off of the dirt right now. He definitely tried to take that aggressive coming in to keep that speed up, and it looked like he got to the cones and then jammed it on the brakes down to about 45, then brought it back up.
Thought maybe Xavier Brown had a flat tire, but this car looks like... Oh, no, he's got a flat tire, too. Right front's down. So Huang Do pit, didn't lose the lead. Mike Carroll out in the dirt again. Almost got it out. There he goes.
Huang Do actually clutching it here, Joe.
Well, he's going to have to save some. Mark Snyder out in the dirt again. There he goes. Just got to keep that momentum up. Brown gets down pit lane. Battle, though, still on for second right now between the 26 and 42 ranking.
What a great fight here, just back and forth between the two of them. Huang Do comes back around, still on straightaway, so I don't think any pit road mishaps there. So I think Huang Do just going to be trying to save it. Nunez, meanwhile, going full tilt. Bishop also going full tilt as they race each other, but Nunez gets ahead of Bishop and kind of starts to get a little bit of a gap on him. That's actually really saving.
Joe in the 06.
Yeah.
I don't know, Ricky. I feel like you want to do it in 2 stops, especially with how big of a lead the 06 has.
Yeah.
And you're going to be cutting it awfully close. But yeah, clutching it here, giving up as much time. I mean, you have so much time you can give up to save fuel. Do you want to go on board with the 06 here?
Let's go on board with them.
Alright, visor can with Huang Do. I'll pass there for second. RJ Bishop getting by. Nunez in the 26. Pass on the outside is the 26 car. That car was in the ground for a moment there, Ricky. Coming off of quarter number 5. I will not have my name disparaged. Tate and Steven saying I paid you to be here. Now, you love being here. Just like you'll love being here for all these races here on coming up here on JTN, presented by our friends at SchemeHaven.com. First up, Thursday night, Mob Squad Racing Cup Series heads to my home track, the Michigan International Speedway. Coverage kicking off at 9:05 p.m. Eastern Time. Then it's the Maverick Cup Series 1 week from tonight from the Pocono Raceway, and the Fuel Cup 98 Series kicks off their coverage here on JTN from the Fuel Hyper Speedway next Wednesday, August 9th, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Those races and much, much more, of course, live right here only on JTN. Steven, if I was in the pockets of Big Mopar, that would be amazing, because then I'd have a, you know, Helkeezy, as our good buddy Joseph Weaver likes to say. But again, those are upcoming races here on JTN. 26 get back on by the 42. Bob, I would take no payment if Dodge was back in the Cup Series. And Steven, shut up. RJ Bishop back on by the 26 for second. They're swapping this spot now.
They are swapping it indeed. Back and forth and back and forth. These two can't get away from each other.
You think they love each other yet?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I don't know why Dodge is catching strays in chat right now. I really don't think that's fair, but okay. Can we? Oh, that's another good one, Darren. Ricky, do you want to figure out a disparaging acronym for Chevrolet or for Chevy? Cheap.
Can't hate every
Vehicle.
variant. Yay.
What's a negative word that starts with E?
A.
What?
I don't know.
Equal 8. That's not native. All right, Darren. What was your, Okay, we got a new episode of as Lake Carroll's having some issues. It looks like Xavier Brown's out in the dirt. He's backing up. Be careful you don't back up too far and get disqualified. Seth Cole is having some kind of issue because this car doesn't sound like it's shifting up into 4th gear.
He's having a time. Yeah, he's just running around first gear, Joe.
This is amazing. Look at him.
Incredible. To coin the Kyle Petty phrase.
Incredible?
Yeah, that's incredible.
You're incredible. Wogdo, though, still out in front. Any team chatter out there, Ricky? Hearing anything? We got 2 cars in the dirt.
Seth
30.
Cole just went to the dirt right there. Wongdo just clutching.
It's a road course. We're road
Course.
coursing.
Your typical, just kind of thinking. A thinking man's stinking.
We don't want to do all the thinking for you folks at home. We don't want to insult you and your intelligence, because you guys can form your own opinions. Ricky, do you think the NASCAR Cup Series should return to Road America?
I don't think you should return to Road America.
All right, I'll see you later.
All right, bye.
I'm gonna leave the camera.
Love you.
I'm gonna leave the camera on
Love
the
you, hon.
06. There you go.
Yeah, I mean, I have no issue. I like Road America. Road America's fun.
I'm leaving, Ricky. See you later.
All right. Joe, I can't believe you didn't miss Darren's brilliant Chevy acronym. Can't hold every virgin yet. Hey, I do not make up any storylines. Everything I say is on the level. Because it makes it more important how badly I'm screwing everything up when I get information actually wrong. Joe is actually gone here, so Huang Do is still leading with RJ Bishop now with a pretty sizable lead over the 26 of Nunez, who was trying to get past Seth Cole in the 77, who's lumping it around first gear.
RJ Bishop actually in second, Ricky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe, do you think all road courses suck except Watkins Glen, Portland?
I don't agree with that take.
I don't think so either. I won't take the Sonoma slander in my house.
Tristan, those takes aren't going to get you on the Fake Racers podcast, buddy. Go check out this week's edition of the Fake Racers podcast, where myself, Davey, and Matt, we talk about everything from Richmond. Ricky, we talked about everything except the NASCAR Xfinity Series' move to the CW. So I'm going to ask you, how do you feel about that? Because I know you actually had some pretty, some pretty strong takes. You usually like
I ain't
to take.
saying nothing.
No, seriously.
I ain't the CW. This is YouTube, Joe. We're in the 22nd century.
But seriously, Xfinity Series going to the CW starting in 2025. NASCAR going to take over the production of the series. We, of course, have a little bit of insight into what that looks like. Obviously, not to the same level by any means. But NASCAR taking over production of the series,
I would
too.
think that if you're saying them controlling... Nunez coming down pit road, by the way. I would think that that would be more akin to what Formula One does right now with their global broadcasts and broadcasting through ESPN, that they still kind of control all that stuff. So I'd imagine that'd be more akin to our situation, but I mean, money, a lot of money. Like, it doesn't say, it's a ridiculous amount of money.
Yeah, like almost doubles the amount, right?
Like way more than I think everyone was anticipating, which is either a good thing or a bad thing, because if the CW goes belly up, then you're not getting that. But I don't know, maybe they'll undo 30 years of nobody watching the CW
Here's the
or
thing.
the WB or whatever it was before that, because no one's ever watched that other than like 3 shows in WrestleMania.
WrestleMania isn't...
Not WrestleMania, WWE did some stuff like
Yeah.
15 years ago.
Yeah. I think they did main event. No, main event was on Ion.
Yeah, I think it was... I don't remember
They
what
had
it was.
Saturday
SmackDown,
mornings. Maybe SmackDown was on there.
I think it was SmackDown.
Okay.
I get corrected on this. I'm pretty sure it was SmackDown.
Signing off for Road America. Next up is Maury.
It was funny because, like, I don't know, the CW is such a weird spot because it's such a, like...
It's well
That's
distributed.
exactly it. No, it's a garbage network, but, like, it's being bought by people with a ton of money, so there's no guess of what it's going to be like in 2 years.
Well, and the network itself is well distributed, which I think
Yeah,
goes a long way, right?
But, like, it's weird, Joe, because, like, just to be like, I don't want to be like, I said it on the internet and people responded as like a one-to-one, but like, I definitely think I griped about it somewhere. I think it was on Reddit or something like that, thinking that I was just going to be told I was being unreasonable. And then I saw someone say something like, my local CW affiliate isn't even in HD, doesn't even have an HD feed.
Well,
Like, some of them are like okay, but like certain areas, it's like there's like nothing there. When
Right.
like my affiliate was always like up here in the Massachusetts, like, all I ever equated it with was we used to have it on during dinner when I was a kid, and it would play like Family Guy and like 2.5 Men reruns and nothing else, except they would be horrible to watch because they would be in HD, but somehow they looked like they were in 144p at the same time. And the audio would be about as peaked as you can peak the audio on TV, so it would be like 10 times louder than any other channel.
I think you have new
You could hear all the
investors.
white noise too. It was like really unsettling. I hated it.
You have new investors that they've put a lot of money into getting the Live Golf Tour, which that has been a mixed reception, but they're trying to build a sports brand with that network.
If their idea
Nationally-
really is what they're saying, because it seems like they're clearing house, like even on like their live action stuff, which
Yeah.
I mean, you know, to all the five
so-
Flash fans, I'm sure they're not happy, but like, if the whole idea here is that they're just cleaning house and just being like, we're doing sports now, then I could see it. But that's what I mean, is that if the idea is that they're just doing the same thing, but now they're going to try to just throw sports in there to like pad things up, it's not going to work because nothing that they have is worth watching.
Long toes in the
It's going to be
sand.
that nothing that they have is worth watching other than sports.
Which, I mean, there's networks out there that are already like that. And to the CW's credit, if they end up doing well with this sports rebrand, you know, maybe they make a push for different local MLB markets because
Yeah.
the Bally networks from
Long Dope hidden now, by the way, lap 20 of 31, so I think deciding that could be the last one for him. I think that was what all that clutching was, trying to save to make sure they can make it on one stop. So you have to save for about 11 run for about 11 laps out there.
He's going to have to do it again here, too. But he had
Yep.
plenty of time back to second place. I think you do the same thing. You run your race. You knock on wood, hope there's no issues for this 06 team. They can make it to the end without any problems. But, Tristan, this is what I wanted to get at, too. With the regional sports networks, like the Bally networks, sounding like a lot of them might be going belly up here, and already a few of them taken over by Major League Baseball. The CW could be in a position where they could potentially license games from MLB to put on local CW networks. So, you know, here in Detroit, we'd be able to get Tigers games for free over the air.
Yeah.
And, you know, in Massachusetts, you'd be able to get Red Sox. Well, no, I guess because Nesson
already does it.
They're fine. But
They do a good job.
in some... That station isn't over the air, though, right?
No, it's
You have to
cable.
pay for it. So, but if you get these markets where you could use the CW as an over-the-air way to get baseball out there, that could help boost that could help the CW. It could also help baseball.
Also, Joe, everyone's pitted now, right?
Yes, I believe so.
But, yeah, I mean, we'll see. If I was NASCAR, I'd ask for the money up front, but,
Yeah.
or make sure that you can get that
For
money
each
back, because
season.
if it turns out to be, you know, a big scam,
Yeah.
you don't want to be down all that money. But that being said,
I
I
think
mean,
it's a good
considering
move.
that they were looking at a lot of streaming services, like
This is the best of both worlds.
cable's not the future, but, and I think streaming is a good outlet to go for, but over the air is always going to be like
Well,
king,
and Ricky,
because it literally just means going to Walmart and getting an antenna, pick up a digital signal, and that's all you
Ricky-
need to get over the air.
if you have a smart TV and there's a CW app on your smart TV, you can watch the CW for free.
Yeah.
So it's streaming too. It's over the air and streaming. It's perfect. It's
Yeah.
exactly what you wanted. So
Well, I mean, it's also new ownership, so they could say pay for it like 3 years from now.
yeah,
But it's still to the point. I think just being able to say that you have all of the races on network on a channel that, for most people, will get with just could get with a normal antenna without any like streaming or any internet connectivity. As long as they have an antenna and like something to catch that signal, they can watch it. I think that's gonna be good for the Xfinity series. And as RJ Bishop coming down now, Bishop will be the last one to pit of these three. So I think 26 came out a few laps ago. So we'll see how this works out for Bishop. Have fresher tires and probably be better on fuel. But the one thing I was interested in is when NASCAR made their announcement about the CW getting the rights to the Xfinity series. So CW doesn't have any cable affiliate. It has any connection to any like cable affiliates, unless you just count the fact that like, I think Viacom still has CBS has like its stake in them. I think WB might have a stake in them, but like they have like minor stakes, so they could have stuff, but like NASCAR was like practice and qualifying will be on the CW. CW
Will carry
they'll have the rights to practice and qualifying too.
Mm-hmm. Which
is like it was kind of weirdly worded, but it was like that'd be kind of nuts to think about. Like I don't think you'd get a lot of people watching because you're gonna go to the CW and look for Judge Judy and then get mad it's NASCAR. But like, when was the last time you saw practice or qualifying that wasn't the Daytona 500 or Talladega on a network station, especially for the Xfinity Series?
Right.
I don't know, for the Xfinity Series I could ever even trace back one.
I can't.
You can?
I can't. No, I can't.
If anyone can figure that out, feel free to say something. I just can't think of a time when the Xfinity Series had a practice or qualifying session on network television. Huang Do still leading here, though, with Nunez in second. Nunez actually 5.58 seconds behind Huang Do after that pit stop. So Nunez back in the sights of this 06 car. But Nunez also pitting earlier is going to have to come back down. So Huang Do is thinking that he could stretch it. Nunez knows that he probably can't make it and is going to try to push it all out. And then I think RJ Bishop is just hoping both these guys screw up a lot.
Well, you know.
But basically, Joe, that's my opinion on CW thing. I mean, I was a little bit more of a, I'll admit I was being a bit of a curmudgeon about it when they announced it. But it's just like, you're taking literally the worst, like CW's viewership's like worse than cable, and that's saying something nowadays. And you're saying like, yeah, they're gonna be able to get at least 1 million viewers in weekly 2 years when the Xfinity Series shows up. It could be done. I think it's doable. I absolutely think it's doable. But there's a lot to do.
So, just some more updates on the CW, because Huang Do has a huge lead. He's clutching. He's trying to make it to the end of this race. We're kind of just... We're going to wait and see. It's a 4-mile racetrack. We'll keep you updated on the race. But to kind of update, CW also just added a bunch of ACC football and basketball games to their profile on their network here that they're going to license from ESPN and the ACC. So that will help their sports profile a little bit. Also, two different affiliates, one in LA and one in New York, already broadcast local professional teams. The Mets in New York baseball, and then the Clippers in LA are both over-the-air affiliates with CW stations. And then also, our local CW station here in Detroit has broadcast a couple different hockey nights with the Michigan Wolverines hockey team. Where they just take the normal live stream feed from the Big Ten and throw it up for free over the air. So they have a history of kind of licensing out sporting events and putting them on the network, is my point. Tate, they are, because they're still a member. Tate also pointing out that RJ and Roger are close according to the ticker. There's Roger. There's RJ. Way back here. Nunez pitting. W Michigan hockey. Yeah. Purdue needs some work. Well, Purdue, don't. Same.
Purdue, per you.
Some of the Big Ten streams are pretty good. Yeah. Some are not. I enjoy watching Michigan hockey. I'm assuming Purdue's Big Ten network streams aren't the greatest. But Purdue, I don't know if Purdue has like a big journalism wing of students, because a lot of those Big Ten streams are run by students.
Yeah.
So. Alright, Tate says least favorite Michigan thing and go. Ricky, what's your least favorite Michigan thing?
Canada.
Do you
Just
remember,
kidding.
Do you remember
No,
when Weaver tried to tell me I lived in southern Canada?
I mean, there's maybe like hmm. No. You know what my least favorite thing about Michigan is? Going to going to Detroit and that one stupid exit that takes you into Canada that you can't get off of.
Yeah, that is pretty dumb.
Who was ever like, yeah, this is a good idea. Send you right to the Canadian border where you cannot like turn around until you get to the Canadian gate, and then be like, I went the wrong way. Whoopsies.
Whoopsie doodles.
Whoopsie doodle.
Ben, Tommy came up with the idea Clippers moving to San Diego. That could work. Yeah, it's a very sweet stadium, Tate. Biggest one in North America. It's the largest. Be correct. Straight deep dish. Got the ingredients all mixed up. No, it's just Detroit style. Detroit style pizza's good. Have I told the story about Detroit style pizza on here, Ricky? Have I told you that story?
I think so.
You think so?
I don't think you told that.
Okay, so we had the workers in the auto factories, right, Ricky? And they had little tins that they put all the little bolts in while they're on the assembly line. Well, some of the workers, they'd take the tins home and they're rectangular, deep tins, and they'd bake pizzas in them. And that's where the Detroit-style pizza came from, was those rectangular pans in the auto assembly line. Or at least that's how the story goes.
Very good.
Is this the pizza tin or the oil tin? Yeah, pretty much. Listen, I don't want to say that we're just tougher from up here, but we're just tougher.
We're just built different, you know?
Tristan, I explain it as it's really freaking good if you get it from the right place. So... everyone rants and raves over Chicago deep dish pizza. Wongdo still your leader by about 18 seconds over Roger Nebelset, Keith Hughes in third, RJ Bishop, Victor Nunez, your top 5. It's been the Wongdo Show.
Wongdo still leading here. I guess the question here right now, Joe, is can that car hold out? Does he have enough gas to make it?
He is clutching pretty hard right now.
Joe, what else do you think is going on here?
Not a lot. I mean, he's just saving fuel right now, Ricky. We got a pizza conversation in chat. We were talking about the freaking CW. Wild times here on JTN. Of 4 laps to go at the line. Tristan, I haven't said a number yet. We always bring you together for good debates, Matt. Love it. Huang is flying. And yes, racing. 4 to go. And leave a like on the video and subscribe. Appreciate it if you would. And rewind and catch some of our conversations tonight. Had some really good racing in the first third of this race, Ricky, but since then it's just been Huang Do out in front, just kind of leading the way. It's crazy to think that this car doesn't have a sponsor.
Crazy, I think so too. Make sure to be sponsoring Huang Do. If you're looking for a good hood. Yo, you're having fun.
Yeah, Tate's debating is boring, Matt. I'm having a night, you know? We're sitting here, we're watching some road course racing. Kind of through the field real quick. Keith Hughes, RJ Bishop, they're close. Tate, say that 5 times fast. Victor Nunez is back up into second. RJ and Keith battling for 4th. He's trying to make the outside work here through the carousel, trying to find a way around RJ Bishop in the 42. Bishop, though, able to hold on to that 4th spot. Crash and Keith at it again. Wild. Should I make a Crash and Keith shirt?
Yes, you should.
Okay. When I get the time. And just gonna keep watching this battle for 4th, because this is the closest battle on the track. We'll get you back to Huang Do when we get towards into this one, should he still be in the lead. Smoke there out of the 82, gonna work to the inside here through the carousel. Trying to find a way around RJ Bishop. They'll be side by side here on corner exit. Using the 82, 42 a Bishop on the outside. Keith tried to come up. Momentum though, riding with the 42. He holds on to the spot once again. Able to survive the charge from Keith Hughes. RJ with some issues there off of Canada corner. Hughes goes on by for the 4th spot. Huang Do. Oh, Keith Hughes is around off the final corner, Ricky.
Oh, no. That's from 5th spot. Keith gets it rolling again.
Look at that. Gets on the curbing, car breaks loose from him. I think someone just heart reacted. Might be Tate. It's the nickname, not a way of life, Keith, says Tate in chat. My goodness. Huang Do still clutching and trying to save fuel. Just over 4 miles left here for Road America. Just has to make it around one more time here. 2 cars slow, the 30 and the 35.
Xavier Brown stop. Mike Carroll's got a ton of damage.
Coming up the hill for the 2nd to final time. White flag in the air. 1 lap to go from Road America. Huang Do has dominated this event in Wisconsin this evening. He dominated south of the border. He's dominated very far to the north side of that same border, but not north of the border. Yeah.
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 Oh. Let's see if Guangdong can make it around here as he comes to the left-hander. Guangdong's still under power here as he's driving around, Joe.
Down straightaway leading, or the curve away leading into Canada corner. Just 3 more turns for the driver of the 06 Huangzhou. He's dominated this race. He's done it on 2 stops. He just has to travel up the hill one more time.
I think he can make it from here, Joe, even if he's just got a coast.
Guangzhou with another dominating performance here in the Maverick Cup Series. Brings it up the hill. And he'll win here from Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. Guangzhou, your
Look at
winner
that
from
donut.
Road America. And he's already burning it down.
You had quite a bit of time, Joe, to plan that one out.
Nunez in the 26 looking for second. Roger Nebelsack right behind him in third. Roger with one last charge here through the final quarter. Victor Nunez is going to finish second here this evening. Roger Nebelsack comes home in third. RJ Bishop going to be looking for fourth. Tom Musa going to try to round out your top 5 here this evening. It's RJ up the hill. And folks, stick around. We'll talk with our top 3 finishers here tonight. Get words from them out their race. Here comes Keith Hughes, Seth Cole. Move on to our post-race coverage. Get results on your screens momentarily. Again, folks, can't thank you enough for tuning in to JTN tonight. Make sure if you haven't already, click the like button on the video and subscribe. Again, doing so helps support us so much here on JTN. Results incoming on your screens at home. While we get those loaded and wait for drivers to make their way into our media center, let's go ahead and get a word with our friends again from AutoSim 2. Have you ever wanted to manage your own racing team? Or what if you could go back in time to see if a particular season could have finished differently? Well, folks, have no fear because AutoSim 2 is here. With fully customizable roster files, you can create your own world or try to recreate the past. Heck, you could even try to predict the future through AutoSim 2's Sim mode. Don't like the passive approach? Well, then get more hands-on in owner mode, where you decide who drives your cars and what companies will sponsor them. Down on your luck? Well, then scout some new talent that will get you to the top. Already super successful? Try moving up the ladder or expanding to truly solidify your racing empire. However you want to play, AutoSim 2 has you covered and is now available for purchase through the Steam store for $9.99. Now go make your mark and build your legacy in AutoSim 2. Again, folks, AutoSim 2 now available on Steam for $9.99. You can go check it out. Premier text-based motorsport simulated game on the market. Again, AutoSim 2 now available on Steam. Let's go ahead and start down in victory lane with the driver of the 06 Ford. He starts 11th here tonight. He leads the most laps at 26 of 31. Again, driver 06 Huang Do. You got a copy there, buddy?
Hello.
Hello. I know you're a man of many words, so I'm going to ask you to keep it short. But how'd you dominate this race tonight?
I don't know. It was just smooth, easy driving. Not many errors there. What else? Definitely was on the clutch for most of the race, so that was a task, but we made it through with just 2 pit stops.
How difficult is it to save fuel at a 4-mile racetrack?
Oh man, it is. It's pretty. It's really tough. I mean, gotta back out the corner like nearly however many freaking feet from the braking zone there, but yeah, the car gets pretty understeery during in the clutch, so it's something to get around, but once you do it multiple times, it's you get the hang of it.
And you saw early on in the race, you had a great battle there with the 26. He ends up finishing second tonight. How much fun was that battle early on in the race? And was there any part of you that was glad it was over there after that initial fuel run?
No, I wanted that to go on. That was really fun. Great racing there by the 26. Raced with him multiple times, so I know how he does. He's a good driver. He's getting up there.
Well, Huang, again, congratulations on the win here tonight. Before we let you go, I know there aren't any sponsors on the car, but anyone you want to shout out or thank?
No.
Okay, fair enough. He does it all by himself. He gets another road course victory here tonight. Huang Do, driver of the 06. Thanks, buddy, for taking the time to talk with us.
Thank you.
Go ahead and next bring in our second place finisher. He is the driver of the number 26 here this evening, Victor Nunez. Victor, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. Yes, I do.
Buddy, second place finish, debut here in the Maverick Cup Series. How good does that feel?
Oh, that's not that finish in a long time. I was super excited about that one.
How I asked Huang about this. He said it was the battle was a lot of fun, but how much fun was that battle with the 06 early on in the race? We also saw you battling it out with the 42 and RJ. How much fun were those battles out there on track with a fun racetrack like Road America?
Man, that was something. I didn't even expect to be able to stick with Huang for that long, and be able to somewhat start catching back up to him for a little bit here and there. And same with the 42. I was surprised I was able to keep up and then catch back up to him after having to pit on my last field run.
And then obviously first start here tonight in the Maverick Cup Series. Are we going to be expecting to see this 26 out there on track more? Maybe just road courses, or what's kind of the outlook for you and your team for the rest of the season?
Man, well, if I didn't get a good finish, I wouldn't be out here, but I think I'll be definitely coming back.
Well, Victor, we're hoping you do. Again, congratulations on the second place run here tonight. Before we let you go, I want to give you the opportunity. Anyone you want to shout out or thank?
Thanks, Yuang, for racing me clean, and thanks to Maverick for having me.
Well, Victor, again, congratulations on the runner-up finish here tonight. And again, a pleasure getting to talk with you for the first time. Hope we get to talk to you more throughout the rest of the season. And again, congratulations on the second place run.
Thank you.
Victor Nunez, driver of the number 26, your second place finisher here tonight. Let's go ahead and finally bring in our third place finisher. He's the driver of the number 23 Ski Machine, Roger Nebelsack. Roger, do you got a copy?
10-4, Joe. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. How are you doing after another podium finish here?
Not too bad. I surprised myself. I won a cup race, but I lost the Grand Prix.
How exhilarating is a race here at Road America? We saw some good battles throughout the night. Everyone kind of battling that fuel save as well. How challenging, how difficult? Like, what are kind of those challenges at Road America that are different from some of the other road courses we race at?
Hitting my marks big time. That was the worst thing all night. I was hitting my marks and being smooth around there, because if you were too deep in a corner or offline, it cost you big time. And that was a big key for me tonight, was just try and hit as many marks as I could and keep the car on the track.
Well, kept the car on the track throughout most of the night, Roger. A third place run here too. Obviously, you missed a decent chunk there at the start of the year. What's the outlook, or what's the objectives for this team going throughout the rest of the second half of this season?
I don't know. I've really got to sit down and think about it. And I did look at the point standings, and I thought I was a little higher in the points, and I was like, I think I need to try and point collect and get back up there. I don't think I'll have a shot at maybe getting third, but top 5 I think would be achievable for the rest of the year. Coming into a few tracks that I'm pretty good at. Pocono seems to be one I've had decent amount of success in, as long as I just don't get one of those unlucky breaks. And I don't remember what the rest of the schedule looks like, but just kind of have to take it one race at a time. And like the boys over on the real side like to say all the time, focus forward.
Well, focusing forward, Roger, again, congratulations on the third place finish here tonight. Before we let you go, I want to give you the opportunity. The floor is yours. You know what to do.
Yeah, thanks, Joe. I want to say hi and thanks to Josh's Eggs. He was on board tonight, as well as Ski Citrus Soda, my wife, for letting me do this. Tom for working with me and doing some good strategy. Early on, we both put it together, and I had a bit of a hard time trying to get out of the pit. And I was like, you know what? Let me go a lap further, and let's work as a team here on this one. So thanks to Tom for all his work that he's done over past couple of days working on strategy for the race. And thanks to Benjamin and his putting on his league there. It's been pretty fun every time I've shown up. I've had pretty good runs, so I've enjoyed myself. Joe, and Ricky, thank you guys for broadcasting the race and giving us an opportunity to be silly once in a while.
Well, Roger, we appreciate you taking the time after this one. Again, congratulations on the third place finish. It's always a pleasure getting the opportunity to talk with you. And again, hey, good luck next week at Pocono.
Thanks, Joe. We'll see you soon.
Roger Nebelsack, driver, the number 23, your third place finisher here tonight from Road America. Ricky, that's going to wrap up our coverage here. Another road course race in the books with the Maverick Cup Series, and a doozy at that.
A doozy indeed, Joe. A lot of fun tonight. A lot of domination by Huang Do and a lot of strategy. I hope everyone at home had a blast watching it, because I know that we did here up in the booth.
Folks, remember, if you want to get in on more of the racing action, you got to follow us at JoeTowNetwork, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, X, if you want to call it that. We're also live each and every week over on Twitch as well, twitch.tv/JoeTowNetwork. Make sure you're subscribed to us here at JoeTowNetwork on YouTube. You can also subscribe to JTN2 for all of our non-live content and some other different race highlight videos as we get the opportunities to do them. Again, can't thank you enough for watching here this evening. Make sure you click the like button on the video. And for all of us here at JTN, for our producer Bristol, for my colleague Ricky Collette, I've been Joe Towanski. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time live right here on JTN. So long for now, folks. Yeah, and they're going to be 3 wide coming to the checkered. Never mind, they're going to be... Turn 4 into the trial. Whitehill through the grass. It's going to be Noah Joyce winning his first career race in the Red Bull Cup Series.
Off the ride and a wreckage behind him. We have cars flying everywhere. Cars upside down. It doesn't matter. Noah Joyce has done it. He's won at Daytona in the 3 car.
Behind, they're going to be side by side again. Contact there between Sinner and Bordeaux for
The contact! Oakley into the wall. That's going to be Jack Healy coming to the line.
Jack Healy wins